So if we are to talk about the role of transport aircraft in the Air Force, what would be your take? What exactly are the main roles that the transport aircraft plays?
In India, the major role for the transport aircraft, even today, though the situation has changed marginally since the time I was in service, even today, the major role of the transport aircraft is air maintenance. Now, there are a string of positions right along the border, from Ladakh, going on to Himachal, Uttarakhand, UP, West Bengal, and Assam, Sikkim, Arunachal, and further east towards the Bangladesh border and the Myanmar border. There are a string of posts where you can definitely go by road, and there are now motorable roads available. But then you would take a day or 2 days, where this journey can be completed in 45 minutes or half an hour, whether you're going by helicopter or by even a passenger aircraft. So number one, it maintains an essential link. In fact, the government of Arunachal has taken a leaf out of the Air Force book and connected all the forward airfields which are there in Arunachal Pradesh by Alliance Air Dornier aircraft. So now this, they have realized, is one of the greatest ways of unifying the nation. And they have provided this transport service with 2 Dornier aircraft. It has started off. And I think a very good idea, it will continue. And more important, all the posts along the states that I have mentioned have to be maintained by helicopters, because it is not possible to take fresh supplies to them, fresh ammunition to them at short notice by road. It will take 2 days, 3 days to get to that. But whereas you can deliver this in half an hour, 1 hour at the maximum. So, and it is a great morale booster to the troops. They know that whatever the situation, they are not more than 1 hour away from an important base, and they can get away. When some family requirement comes up, they can move very quickly. Air maintenance is one of the most satisfying tasks that a pilot in a transport aircraft or a helicopter does, because you are literally nourishing and maintaining our own troops, keeping their morale high, keeping them in very good fighting condition.
Right, sir. So now, while the air maintenance, definitely, like you said, it is the bedrock as far as the transport operations are concerned. Now, what are the other roles? Like, you have had a very great experience of evacuating people, in distress. Now, that is another thing, during natural calamities or other things. Now, how does the transport fleet, come into picture?
In 1990, there was a fight, a war broke out, the first Gulf War. Now in July, August, September, a mass evacuation took place from Kuwait, and only the Indian Air Force aircraft landed in Kuwait and Iraq. My squadron with 3 aircraft were there. We were based in Basra in Iraq, and we have done about 15 flights. I don't remember the exact number, from Kuwait and Iraq, that is Basra and Baghdad.
Okay.
And we evacuated 250, 300 people per flight. And we were bringing them from Kuwait and Basra direct to Bombay via overflying Pakistan and Iran. Unfortunately, somewhere in September, the Pakistanis stopped our overflying permission. And then what we had to do was to bring the Indian evacuees from Iraq and Kuwait and put them in Dubai, where Air India used to fly them across to this place. You must have seen the movie Airlift.
Yes.
There's a very little mention of the Air Force, but we were the people who started all this. Okay. So that was a great challenge. Why? Because there were so many thousands who wanted to get out. Unfortunately, we were not able to bring out everybody, and many people had to come by bus. Many people walked. In fact, the Indian embassy in Iraq had arranged for a couple of hundred buses to take them to Jordan, Amman, from where Air India could fly them comfortably back to Delhi and Bombay. So that was a challenging task, and we were flying round the clock. There was no question of saying, I am tired and I want to rest. Those things did not come into the picture at all.